What's up guys, it's time to take a look at the Impossible PocoPhone F1. In a world where we have a $1,500 iPhone with no fast charger out of the box, we also have a phone that costs $300 and give you real flagship specs. Snapdragon 845 plus 4000 mAh battery, all with just a $300 price. And yes, it comes with the fast charger out of the box, even for that price. So it's time to take a full look at the PocoPhone F1. What is my experience with this phone? And should you actually buy this compared to the other flagship phones that we have on the market? I mean, is this the ultimate phone that you need to have in your hand rather than spending $1,000 or $1,500 on something else? So let's get right into it. Now let's start off with the design and build quality. This is the only place where you're gonna see why this phone costs $300, because nothing about this phone is exciting when it comes to the build quality. It is plain plastic all over the phone with this sweet matte finish, so it's completely flushed in. The camera doesn't protrude or anything. So compared to a gloss phone, this is definitely not as premium or shiny or poppy, you can say, but it definitely is durable because plastic is less likely to take damage. You lose the premiumness, but you do get a solid phone. Now this is a thick phone because it actually comes with a 4000 mAh battery. We have the power key and volume rocker on the right. There is a headphone jack on the top. On the left we have the SIM card tray, and right at the bottom we have the Type-C connector with our speaker. Up front we have the notch as well as our secondary stereo speaker. Now on the back we get the vertical dual cameras as well as the fingerprint scanner, which is pretty fast, and also there is a LED flash. So clearly design wise they had to go with cheaper material in order to compensate with the $300 price, and that's okay because it has the specs to show for it. So if we take a look at the display, this is a 6.1 inch IPS LCD display, and this phone does have a notch up front as well as a chin. In comparison to the iPhone 10, you can see the notch is big as well as the chin, but we cannot complain because at this price, everything is acceptable to a level on this phone. And this display is just right. So 1080p resolution, you get a lot of screen area to play with. Xiaomi has done the optimization, so when you're watching a YouTube video or playing a game, it doesn't actually take the full screen because it knows that the display alongside the notch is just useless. And if you really hate the notch, there is an option to hide the screen notch completely, where you're gonna have the area as black, but you'll still see the relevant information such as the Wi-Fi, battery information, your time, but it will be hidden, so you don't. So it's a decent display with nice colors. Doesn't get too bright in outdoor situation. But then again, like I said, at this price, we cannot complain. It's actually more than enough for this $300 price. Now, one of the main eye-catching thing about this phone is its processor. It is rocking a Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 chip, the latest and the greatest in Android world. The chip that you see inside of a $1,000 Galaxy Note 9 is here with this phone, and the speed and performance is incredible. I will be doing a dedicated speed test, but pretty much this is the score we are getting with this phone. 9035 multi-core and 2431 single core. You're not gonna get this score on any $300 phone on the market. Like, this is literally the best and the killer thing about this phone. It literally flies through everything, gaming, whatever you throw at this phone, it handles like a boss. It has 6 gigs of RAM to handle all the multitasking. So for performance wise, this is the main reason why the PocoPhone F1 is the impossible flagship killer phone. Now, when we take a look at the software, this is the only Chinese skin, you can say, that I actually enjoy using. I mean, compared to the Oppo, Vivo, this is definitely better, and it has this clean look to it that I really enjoy. So it is based on the Android 8.1 Oreo. Hopefully we're going to see the Android 9.0 Pie soon for this phone, because Xiaomi is actually decent with the software upgrades, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get the update on this phone as well. So software is filled with so many features. You get the options like double tap to wake the phone up. It actually has its own PocoPhone launcher. A little bit changes compared to their default skin, but mostly it is based on that. You can change the transition effects and hide the applications right from the main settings of the launcher home screen. And other cool features like taking the screenshot by just sliding the 3 fingers on the display is also pretty dope. Now let's go ahead and talk about those cameras on the back. So we have a 12 megapixel plus 5 megapixel combination of the dual camera setup that can shoot videos up to 4K. And on the front we have a 20 megapixel selfie camera. Now overall photos that I took with this phone, it actually takes some pretty good pictures. I mean, I expected that the Snapdragon 845 and a 4000 mAh battery is the highlight of this phone, but it actually takes some really good photos as well with the camera, something that you don't really see happening with a $300 phone. So they really put the effort. It has a really fast autofocus while shooting 4K video. It also shoots slow motion video with 1080p up to 240 FPS, which is pretty dope as well. The colors are nice and saturated with great dynamic range. If you turn on the HDR option, it really does show some clarity in the pictures. Overall, I really enjoyed the camera, taking pictures everywhere, indoor as well. It did a pretty decent job in low light situation. Also took some night photos as well. Again, for me, I think at this price, this thing is doing a pretty damn good job. The camera UI is just filled with so many features. It does have AI built in. You get portrait mode with both front and back camera. You have a slow motion video mode. You also have a completely manual camera mode as well in order to take full advantage of all the camera settings. And for the video size, we have the Ultra HD 4K option, as well as for the slow motion, you can go all the way up to 1080p 240 FPS. The camera is actually nice for the price. Now this is a large thick phone, and the reason for that is that it's actually having a 4000 mAh battery. That is an insane battery size, literally giving the two of the main key killer features of the Note 9 to this phone for just $300. Like 4000 mAh battery along with Snapdragon 845 is a killer combination. You can easily get a 1 day of usage out of this phone. It does support fast charging, but the fast charging is actually using this phone non-stop since mid-morning time on Wi-Fi, and it still has 11% battery. So I have to say, I mean, the battery performance on this phone is really good. 1 day of battery usage is easily something you can expect out of this phone. Now it does support fast charging. So all in all, what is the verdict of this phone? Anything that is not flagship on the market, this phone kills it. Like, it is simply that easy. This phone is the true flagship killer of 2018, one of the most awesome phones you can get right now. If anyone who wants the best bang for their buck, then you can go with the PocoPhone F1 for $300, the base model, the Snapdragon 845, the 4000 mAh battery, a good camera, a decent display. I have to say, I mean, this phone is checking a lot of boxes for a great phone as well. The only place where this phone lacks is obviously with the design and build quality, because it uses plastic compared to glass or aluminum or other premium material, but plastic does make this phone durable, and it's also a fingerprint-proof phone, and you don't have to worry about dropping it and getting cracks on the back because this is a plastic phone. So again, anything that is not flagship, this phone kills it. That is my full review of the PocoPhone F1. I will be doing some major testing soon. We're going to do a battery drain test as well and compare this to other phones. As soon as the iPhone XS Max is out, that video will be done on the channel as well. So make sure to subscribe to the channel for all the coverage. And let me know your thoughts about the PocoPhone F1, what you think about this phone in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.